Hey guys, it's Cauliflower and it is a new year. Welcome to 2017. So you all know what that means. It is time for my best and worst of 2016 makeup edition. And today we're going to be talking about quite a bit of products that I used over the year of 2016 and to let you know what I thought about them as far as if I thought they were the best or the worst. Let's get started. There's quite a bit of stuff here. So I'm going to be talking about foundations, and I'm going to go with drugstore, and then I'm going to go with high-end. So my favorite of 2016 as far as drugstore is concerned is none other than e.l.f.'s Flawless Foundation, which I have loved from Jump Street. I could not believe how much I really fell in love with this foundation. And I really thought I tried this before, but never like this. This is in the color Sand. This is definitely hands down. I would compare this to any higher end foundation as far as coverage, as far as wear, as far as color selection. e.l.f. has got it all with this one. It is such a great foundation. It goes on smooth, it goes on flawlessly, and the finish is immaculate. I love it. It's $6 in the drugstore. You can get this at Target. You can get this at any place e.l.f. is sold, online, offline, what have you. But I definitely would say, as far as 2016 is concerned, this was my favorite drugstore. Now on to the not so favorite of 2016, and that's going to go to my friend L'Oreal. L'Oreal's 24-Hour Infallible Pro Glow. Now, I want to talk about L'Oreal's Pro Matte, which would be my runner-up as far as favorite drugstore foundation in 2016. This one is such a great one. It has got great coverage, great color selection, great wear on it. You can wear this and pair this with any foundation. It's not too matte. It doesn't make your face look, really flat and just, lifeless. It makes it look really good. Your skin really shines through with this. I don't know what they were going for with the Pro Glow, because when I think of glow, I think of luminescence. And I think of healthy, and I think of your skin taking on that like summery glow, or that like kind of like you just went on a jog glow. I don't know what L'Oreal was going for, because it's more like, where is the glow? I don't like the consistency on this. It's very runny. This is in the color Creamy Natural. If that's natural, I'd hate to see what ivory is. I mean, I know I am very light in complexion, but for some reason, it just whites me out. And I don't see any glow. I see it being as very flat. Using this alone, I don't recommend. Using it with maybe this foundation, definitely, because then you get a nicer consistency, a little bit more of a maybe glow than you would with this one. But alone, no. It's almost like it's a matte foundation. Not matte foundation, like a moisturizing tinted matte foundation, because I don't see any glow in it. I don't. And it's very runny, and I don't. No, sorry. L'Oreal, that is the worst for me for 2016 as far as foundations go. Let's talk about the higher end this year. You all are probably going to roll your eyes because I'm coming back out with my Jouer. This is the Matte Moisture Tint. Now, for something that's a moisture tint, this had more coverage than an actual foundation, which is amazing. This is a great, great higher end foundation, and it's a matte moisture tint. It's light. It covers nicely. The color selection is perfect. This is a nude. I love this during the summertime, during any time, and I would definitely continue to use this because I think it's a great foundation. The one that I didn't think was so great this year, and I had to really think about it because I do love this company, but for the price of this, the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea, this is their water foundation. Well, yeah, it is, because honestly, it's not. It's more of, again, a tinted moisturizer. It's a nicer coverage than that L'Oreal. I'm going to keep comparing that L'Oreal. But as far as the color and the wear, it's patchy. It breaks up on your face immediately. Like it doesn't stay in the places it's supposed to stay. And for the amount of money that, you spend on Tarte, I think this was like $28, $30. It should be a better type of a foundation. I understand that they came out with this probably late spring, early summer, so it was perfect for that, but the wear on it is patchy, very, very patchy. So I'd have to give this my worst of 2016. Sorry, Tarte. All right, let's move on to concealers. I have my best and I have my worst. I'm going to start with the tried and true, which is the Maybelline Age Rewind. This is the Instant Age Rewind Eraser Dark Spot Concealer, which is amazing. I don't care how old or how long this has been around. This will always be a tried and true. Fantastic concealer, especially for those of us that suffer with dark under eye circles, or even if you just get that darkness if you hadn't gotten any sleep, or if you're just stressed out. Lord knows I've had enough of those nights. And you know what? My tried and true. My other tried and true, of course, is my CoverGirl, but I didn't bring that one out because it's no longer being made. But this one is consistently always being made, the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. That is my favorite for 2016 drugstore. And as far as higher end, I've got to go with the Too Faced Born This Way. Now this I actually got a Generation Beauty. I didn't think I was going to like it because of the hype and because how everybody keeps talking about how great this is. But it really is a good concealer. It does brighten. It's very creamy. It looks really pretty, especially if you're going to be using ring lights or anything like that. It really just shows up very luminous, very glowy, gorgeous, and definitely something I would recommend. I loved it, loved it, loved it. However, what I did not love in 2016 as far as concealers are concerned, I'm sorry, why you guys think this is so great is beyond me, is the L'Oreal Dream Lumi. Why? Why is this such a great concealer is beyond me. First of all, it's got like this pinkish tint to it, which drives me up a wall. Look at that. What is that? That is not a natural concealer. That's not a natural color to me. If that's supposed to be the luminous sector of it, well, I don't like it whatsoever. I'd rather just use my Benefit What's Up or my Benefit Benefit the highlight, but it's like a pink tinted one, and I love that so much more because it gives you that light underneath your eyes. This, however, doesn't do that. It just leaves a pink stain under my eyes, and I don't like it. So I'm going to say this is my hands down worst of 2016 concealer. Now, as far as higher end is concerned, in concealers for worst, hello, NARS. I don't understand the hype on this one. This is their creamy concealer. It's decent, but the thing about it is I don't know. I don't know. No, I actually like this concealer. What am I saying? Okay, as far as high-end concealers are concerned, I did not have a worst this year. I did have a secondary runner-up for best, and that is this NARS creamy concealer. I really loved it. It is a great, great concealer. I bought it in the smaller package because I knew I wasn't going to use it up, and I made the smart choice because I did not. This is a really nice concealer. I love, love, love how creamy it is, and it just blends in like a dream. I love the way it looks. So definitely runner up to the Born This Way as far as concealers are concerned, and there are no worst in the high-end area for concealers. Let's move on to powders. Powders for drugstore. Well, are you tired of hearing about it? But you're going to hear about it again. It is the Maybelline Dream Wonder. I mean, this is a tried and true. I have always loved this powder. I actually just got rid of one and bought another. And this is in the color Classic Ivory. I love this powder. It's perfect. It's perfect with their Dream Wonder foundations. Any one you use, whether you use the whipped or not, it is perfect with that. It's a light powder. It just makes everything look flawless, and it is perfect. I love it, love it, love it. Definitely my favorite of 2016. And my favorite for higher end would be the Bare Minerals. This is the Bare Pro. I got this at Generation Beauty. The Bare Pro, this is Performance Wear Foundation in Warm Light. This is perfect for my skin color. Perfect as an addition to or alone on its own. It's wonderful. It is supposedly something you're supposed to wear alone, but it's great as a powder. You don't have to go heavy with this. It's got a very smooth, wonderful texture to it, so it makes your foundation just set in really nicely. Or I have worn this on its own. It is great. I definitely would advocate for this foundation if you wear it either way, but my best of 2016 high-end would go to Bare Minerals for the powder. Okay. I'm gonna say as far as bronzers and things like of that nature, I'm gonna kind of just throw it all in one because I have a 3-in-1 and I have something else that's kind of like a doubling as a foundation and also as a bronzer. So we're just gonna move on to my favorite high end in bronzers. I'll go backwards for this one. And that would be my Laura Geller. This is the Baked Balance and Brighten Foundation in medium, but I use this as a bronzer. I love this powder. It is a marbly powder that you swirl together and it gives you the most gorgeous bronzy line without making a harsh line. I love the way it looks all over. It's great for an all over glow. This is what it looks like. It might not transfer as a very dark bronzer, but it just gives you that way you want to contour your face. This is exactly what you need to get. I love Laura Geller products. I have fallen in love with Laura Geller since this guy, and this is the Baked Color and Contour. This is another of my favorites this year. This is the 3-in-1, which gives you the blush, the same kind of powder as the foundation I have there, and then the finishing highlight, which is gorgeous. I use this consistently. It has been a tried and true. So again, for 2016, I'm going with Laura Geller as far as high-end bronzers, blushes, finishing powders, all on them. But as far as a runner-up in the area of bronzer, I'm going to go with Cargo. This was amazing, and I got this through my Ipsy or BoxyCharm. I think it was BoxyCharm. This is called Swimmables Water Resistant Bronzer. This is in 682 CM. I don't know what the color is. I use this every single day. I used it today. I have never used a blush bronzer, not a blush, that I have completely fallen in love with. I love the finish on this. I think it is a gorgeous, glowy bronzer. It's not too harsh at all. It looks wonderful on my skin. It's got a little bit of a luminescence, so it can double as a bronzer and a highlighter. So I don't know if I consider Cargo more of a drugstore, but it's kind of like middle. It's not too high-end and it's not really drugstore, but it's kind of like in the middle. But I definitely would say this was a favorite for 2016. And if I want to go the route of drugstore, I go with the Wet n Wild, which comparatively to the Laura Geller is all I ever used. This is the Color Icon in Sunset Junction, which you get the blush, the bronzer, and the highlight powder, and I have loved this as much as I've loved my Laura Geller, so I would say this would be my best as far as drugstore is concerned. My worst for bronzer, you guys know, I've talked about this a million times, is the Physicians Formula, the Butter Bronzer. No, no, and no. A, the smell of this will make you ill. B, it does absolutely nothing. It does nothing. I have tried this several times. I don't see anything on my skin. It just, if you could see this is the Cargo. Here is the Physicians Formula, and I don't see it. I don't like it. It doesn't look good on my skin. I can't stand the smell of this stuff. I know a lot of people went for this year, but this is actually my 2016 worst pick. So as far as not concealers, I'm going to get this right. As far as bronzers are concerned, Physicians Formula did not make the grade for me this year. All right, let's move on to highlights. This has been the year of the light bulb face. The year everybody has taken their face and just put so much highlight on it that you just couldn't recognize them anymore. Well, that wasn't me so much, but I did try out quite a bit of highlights. And the one thing that I discovered that I loved more than anything, but was by one company, and it is the Ofra. This is actually so used that I broke the top of it today. This is the Ofra highlighter in Beverly Hills, which I got through BoxyCharm. I wear this every single time I do makeup. I love that you can swirl it together. I love that you can go in the separate compartments. If you wanted to use any of these colors, you can. I actually use it on top of my blush as well. This color looks gorgeous on top of your blush. If you really want your blush to like just look really, really good, I would use this. The white one right here, oh my God, is blinding. It is amazingly blinding. Look at that. I mean, I know there's a Jeffree Star Skin Frost that looks like this, but I'm going to go with Ofra. It has definitely been my favorite highlight of the year. as far as both. I would go high-end and drugstore, but I did have to make a drugstore purchase. I can't even get the top back on for this. I did have to make a drugstore decision as far as highlights is concerned. I'm going to go with Wet n Wild. I don't have them with me. It is the ones from Fergie, the Fergalicious ones. Those are wonderful. The e.l.f. ones as well. And then we have the ones that are not so great. And that would go to my friend Essence. I've tried 2 different types from them. The Essence So Glow Cream to Powder Highlighter didn't make the grade, did not make the cut. This is supposed to be a cream to powder. It completely disappears. It's not even worthy of seeing. I don't see it whatsoever. And then there is, this is an Essence. This is the Makeup Revolution Vivid Baked Highlighter. Vivid, huh? No. No, no, no. You got to go in really, really hard with this. And even when you do, it's nice, but it completely disappears. So the Makeup Revolution and the Essence did not make the grade as far as highlights this year. They would be on my worst list for 2016. All right, let's go into, did I mention blushes? I actually did not mention a single blush, and I only have one single blush here for higher end. It is the Makeup Geek in the color Soulmate. Oh my God, this year, and it fell right out. Here it is. This is such a pretty blush. I also got this through BoxyCharm. What a gorgeous, gorgeous color on this one. Look at that. It is so my perfect blush color. If I had to say or make a blush color, that would be it. There's a bit of cranberry, a bit of the pink, and a bit of a rose color in there. It is such a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous blush. I have never been impressed with a blush more than I have this year with the Makeup Geek. So that would be it for 2016, because as far as drugstore is concerned, I would say that would be the Wet n Wild and the Sunset Junction palette. And here we go with worst. Okay, so I talked about highlighters already. I did not include the worst as far as drugstore is concerned, and I'm probably going to get yelled at, but I'm going to go with the e.l.f. Illuminating Palette. I heard so much hype about this palette, and I'm going to say that I really don't see why. Because it is so chalky, so powdery, and I don't see where there is a highlight. This is the bottom row one, the goldish one right here. This one, don't see it. All right, let's go for the other one. Right next to it. Where'd it go? Don't see it. Let's go for the champagne colored one, shall we? That one, it shows up a little bit. It's actually pretty decent. And then the one up here, the very vanilla-ish color. Okay. But again, as with e.l.f., and I love e.l.f. to death, but it fades away and you don't see it. It does not stay on your skin. It just blends and goes away and does not highlight as a highlight should. So for me, that would be the worst in 2016 as far as highlights are concerned. Okay, are we ready for the eyes? Because I am, get it? I am. And I'm going to be moving on to the single shadows. My favorite single shadows of 2016 is no secret. Again, it goes to Essence. Essence, these are just their single shadows that I purchased this year from Ulta. I have them in Rosy Happiness. I have it in Snowflake and in Triple Chocolate. And I have used these more than I have used any other single shadow that I own. Oh my God. Not just the consistency of how they wear, but just look at this. Look at the glow on this. This alone, the Snowflake one, can be used as a highlight. And that is just me dipping my finger right into this little bit of a pot. I mean, come on. That is an amazing, amazing inner corner glow. It's an amazing highlight. It is the most gorgeous out of all of them. I swear to you, I'm going to continue purchasing Essence single eyeshadows. They are just wonderful. The one in Rosy Happiness is my favorite color of the three as far as like just normal colors. This is such a beautiful, beautiful pinkish color on my eyes. Love it. And then blending it in with the Triple Chocolate has been wonderful. They're like $2.99. They have been an underdog on YouTube. I don't see them talked about much. And they would go down as my favorite single eyeshadows in 2016. Now, as far as high-end eyeshadows, I don't have a favorite single, but I do have a little palette that was my favorite. And this came in the form of, I believe, BoxyCharm, or I guess Ipsy. This is the Trio Eyeshadow Palette, Three's Company from IBY. And I have to apologize for the way it looks because I've used this so much. This trio has been amazing. Okay, sorry about that one falling, but this trio is absolutely amazing. The pigmentation on it is amazing. The wear on it is amazing. It is creamy and blendable. I have never been more impressed with a company that I've gotten through a subscription bag that I am with IBY. So as far as higher end, I'm going to put them up there with the rest of it. This has been an out of the park eyeshadow. I'll call them eyeshadow singles because, to be honest with you, I don't do a lot of purchasing of eyeshadow singles as far as high end is concerned. Another one that I want to mention as far as eyeshadow singles, when I get to my worst this year, which in drugstore I don't keep my worst anymore, and that would probably go to CoverGirl, because again, I've had so many CoverGirl eyeshadows and I can't deal with CoverGirl as far as like their single eyeshadows. And I want to talk about one from e.l.f. This is not a eyeshadow. This is more of a, I guess it's a liquid eyeshadow. No. They started this new line, I don't know, a couple of months ago. It's like their water line, which everything is this different packaging, and I love the idea and the concept of it, but I hated this. This is the most patchiest thing ever I have ever used. It's supposed to be this gorgeous gold color, but it does not wear that way. Very patchy, very streaky across my eyelid, inner corner even. It doesn't stay. And e.l.f., I'm usually very impressed with e.l.f. when they try something new, but this just doesn't cut it for me. That's it blended. It's, if you can see, it has completely disappeared. It is their water line. I don't know what exactly it is. I'll have the name come up here, but that definitely would go down as a worst of 2016, as well as CoverGirl's. Any of their single eyeshadows, I can't with them. I think I tried 3 or 4 that I was sent in a swap, and no, I can't deal with them as far as eyeshadows are concerned. Let's move on to my favorite thing, which is palettes. And I have, well, let's go for my favorites. I'm going to go for the lesser of the two evils as far as drugstore. I'm going to call them drugstore because it is BH Cosmetics, and it is the Carly by Belle, which I, again, could not believe or how impressed I was with this palette. And again, as far as highlights, I used these 4. All 4 colors are amazing. The colors in this are absolutely right up my alley for fall colors, for winter colors. I've even used this in the summer. The mattes, the pigmentation on it, the blendability of all of these colors is amazing. Look at that. That is just one swipe of my 2 fingers in these 2 colors right here. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. They go for about $12 on the BH Cosmetics website. And there's another BH Cosmetics that I've had to rubber band together because I've used this so much. Their Foil Eyes 28 color eyeshadow palette. This is, if you are into that foil metallic trend that had been going on this year, this is the palette for you. It has every color imaginable you could possibly use, and I love the wear on this. It is not too much of the foil. Sometimes it can be a little streaky, sometimes it can be a little chunky. When you get foil colors, these do not do that. I love the semi satins as well. If you see kind of like in the middle here, this would be considered like a semi satin. Watch this, watch this. Is that beautiful or what? The wear on it is the exact way you see them in the pan. So whatever color you see in the pan, the way it is the way it wears on your eyes. Look at that yellow. That yellow is the most impressive yellow I have ever seen in a palette. So BH Cosmetics does it for me as far as a lesser high end. I know they're not considered drugstore because they're not in the drugstore. So I do have one for drugstore that goes to, ta-da, the NYX Love Contours all professional makeup. This I got at Generation Beauty. Look at this thing. I mean, this comes with 2 big highlights, 2 major bronzers, then you have your eyebrows, and then you've got 9 gorgeous, gorgeous colors. Again, pigmentation on this was fantastic. I compared this to my favorite high-end palette of 2016, which is, of course, Miss Kat Von D's Shade and Light. So if you want a cheaper dupe of this palette, pick up this palette, because I would put it neck and neck with my dear, lovely Kat Von D. This is the Shade and Light, and for the exception of a few colors in here, I would say that NYX definitely can pair up. Let me show you what I mean. Look at that. I mean, they pretty much have the same exact type of colors here and there. Even if the ones are not considered eyeshadows, they're considered like the brow colors. I definitely can see this color as being the same color. But anyway, this is my favorite tried and true as far as higher end is concerned. Kat Von D, in my eyes, can do absolutely no wrong in the eyeshadow department. She always impresses me. I just got her Metal Matte one, and I can tell you already that I am in love with it. But as far as 2016 is concerned, I give it to her once again because she is the queen as far as palettes are concerned. Okay, I am back now with my worst palettes of 2016 drugstore, because I don't have any in high end, and I have 2 of them. One of them would be the Maybelline The Rock Nudes. Now, I've had the Maybelline other ones, which I've actually enjoyed. I've had the blushed nudes, which I love, and I've had other ones that I've actually loved, but this one, nope, not really. This one just didn't make it for me this year. Very, very chalky, very patchy. The pigmentation is just not there. You have to keep on packing the color, and it just isn't worth it. I mean, Maybelline is great for some things. Unfortunately, this is not one of them, so this would definitely go down as one of the worst of 2016. And the other palette that I got this year that I really was not impressed with was the ELF, the baked one. I don't have it anymore because I got rid of it, but it was the baked palette. Probably I'll pop up a picture. Was not impressed with it. Didn't like the pigmentation on that as well. So let's move along to my favorite thing of all, and that is mascara. You guys know how I am about my mascaras. So let's talk about mascaras in the realm of higher end, because I have 3. So my newest favorite, and it is going to hit my 2016 favorites, is this one. This is the Tarteist, the Pro Mascara. Oh, where have you been all my life? I swear this is the greatest mascara ever, ever, ever invented. I did not know what to expect from this. I really did not. You know, this is like, you know, once you have Tarte's, lights, camera, flashes, blah, 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 it's great. Nope. I think this takes the place of it. It is such an amazing mascara. It plumps your lashes. It makes your lashes look phenomenal. I've been doing nothing lately but using this particular mascara. So yeah, I'm going to throw it in as a honorable mention for 2016. But if I had to go full on, all year long, consistently, how much I loved it, it's going to the Benefit Roller Lash, because let's face it, it's just an amazing mascara. It is a fantastic mascara. And again, Benefit is known for their, you know, better than sex mascara, but I'm going to say that this kicks its little mascara arse, because it is amazing, and it has always been, since the day I got it, a favorite, something I couldn't put down. So it definitely will go down as my favorite higher end in 2016, with the Tarte Proteist as a Tarteist Pro as a runner-up. And then there is the IT Cosmetics, which will go down as my second favorite of 2016. The IT Superhero Mascara is amazing, 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 amazing. I can't even stop saying how amazing it is. It just is. I have said it in many a favorite video that it is just a tried and true. And I'm not a big IT Cosmetics person as far as the rest of their cosmetics are concerned, but mascaras, I have to give it to them. This was a wonderful one. All right, guys, now we're winding down to favorite in drugstore mascaras, which I actually had to go back through some of my videos because I had quite a few of them, but I don't have any of them any longer, but I do have one of them, and it is the Maybelline Lash Sensational. Now, this year, I liked the black version of this, the waterproof version of this, which I absolutely thought was fantastic, and the other one was the Push-Up Drama Falsies in the pink and red package where everybody hated it. And I loved it. I thought it was a great mascara. I thought it did really well with my lashes. It extended it. It made them look very fluttery, and I had no problems with them whatsoever. Now, the mascara that I hated this year, as far as 2016, is the Revlon All-in-One in the red package, the red and black package. I don't have it with me any longer, but they made a series this year, Revlon did. They made like several different color-coded different mascaras. They had the green, the blue, the red, I don't know, whatever else, but they were all terrible in my estimation. Revlon is just not... I don't know, when it comes down to mascaras, Revlon is just not that great. And the all-in-one had to be the worst of it because it's telling you that it does everything all in one. It plumps, it extends, it makes your lashes look blah, 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 blah. No, it did nothing of that. It did none of that. So hands down, what's going to go as the worst mascara in drugstore of 2016 will be Revlon because no, and no. Now, I don't think I have a worst mascara with me for higher end. I don't really think that I had a issue with any higher end mascaras this year, so I'm going to just skip on that one. All right, let's go for my last thing, which would be brow products, and I don't have many as far as drugstore. I do, however, have one or two that I have fallen in love with this year, and again, came in my Ipsy bag. This is the Inspire. This is the Duo Brow Powder in dark brown, which I am wearing, and it has been consistently fantastic. I don't know where this company came from or who they are, but they need to make more products because this was just absolutely fantastic. I got this a few months ago in an Ipsy bag, and I keep using it. I love it very, very much. I think it's wonderful as far as like what it does for my eyebrows. It's easy to put on. It doesn't look really harsh, and it is the perfect color for the color of my eyebrows. The worst would be the Maybelline Brow Drama. OMG, why, Maybelline? Why? I don't understand why Maybelline decided to make a ball-ended, tipped mascara thing to put through your eyebrows to put gel through them. I don't understand why they did that, but that would be my worst because I didn't really use a lot of brow products as far as like higher end is concerned. I do have the Anastasia Brow Pomade now that I love and think is great, but I'm not going to say it's my favorite, but definitely the Inspire, and of course, my favorite, tried and true, my BH Cosmetics Brow Pencil, because it has just always been great, and it still is. And now we're on to the lip products, which I know is going to take quite some time. This has been the year of the liquid lipstick phenomenon. I am one of those people that has fallen into that. Big liquid lipsticks, everything about liquid lipsticks, it was all about it. So I have quite a bit that I think were great and were not so great. Okay, so let's go with my favorites as far as liquid lip colors are concerned. And I talked about these several times. I'm going to say that these would probably be relegated more as drugstore because this is off of Shop Miss A, and it is the clean color or the Santee line on the Shop Miss A as far as liquid lipsticks is concerned. I have so many of these, and every single one that I have tried as far as both of these companies is concerned has been wonderful. I have had no issues with them. They go on creamy. They stay on nicely. The color is gorgeous. They do not dry out your lips. They do not form a caking or any kind of like peeling or anything like that on your lips, and they're $1, and they've been my tried and true favorites as far as like drugstore is concerned. And I have so many different colors. And then my runner-up will go to BH Cosmetics because they came out with some liquid lipsticks this year that amazed me. I was so impressed with BH Cosmetics, the way that their wear is as well. And I am actually wearing one of them today. This is in a dark brown, which I'm not a fan of. I'm never a fan of, but for some reason, BH Cosmetics has done it for me. They're about $7 to $8 on their website. I would put this up there with the better of the higher end because honestly, I've tried some higher end this year. Jouer, I've tried, God, I'll go into it. And this is actually they're really underrated, but they're really, really good. So if you want a liquid lipstick that does not dry out your lips and they have a really nice array of colors, BH Cosmetics is the way to go, or go on Shop Miss A and get you some dollar ones because they're actually pretty damn good. All right. Let's go into my runner-up for the higher end, and that's going to go to Kaylin. Kaylin, this color especially that I got in one of my boxes, this is the Pure Lust Extreme Matte Tint, and the color is Narcissistic. Oh my God, this color is beautiful, and I'm going to put this up there as one of my favorites for higher end this year. This is really a nice formula. It smells like vanilla. It goes on very creamy. It does not dry down to a complete cracking on your lips. It's actually really, really nice. So I would say runner up for higher end this year, which is Kaylin. And I'm going to go and say that. For the winner for higher end this year, I'm going with Ofra, but then it's going to switch. I'm going with Ofra, and it is their color in Pasadena, which I love, love, love. I think it's fantastic, and it does not dry out your lips whatsoever. I love this color. It's so beautiful. Look at that. And I'm also going to go with Dose of Color. I have two of them. I have one in Merlot, and I have one in a color like this, and I know that I think that they're not they're not Dose, but they're like Dose, dupes, but anyway, they're really good. They're really, really good. But Ofra would definitely be my favorite higher end this year as far as liquid lipsticks are concerned. Now, here we go. Here goes the switch. I'm going to confuse you guys because the worst, I would say, would be between these two. It would be the Kylie kit. Yeah, absolutely, positively no. I'm even afraid to swatch this stuff because this stuff does not come off. It doesn't come off your mouth, and when you do have it on your mouth, it makes your mouth so dry, and so I don't even know how to explain what it does to your lips. And you see that? It's patchy. Patchy, patchy, patchy. And when you try to put more on your lips, all you are doing is basically giving your lips a reason to peel, because that's what this does. The pencil in it is nice, but the liquid lipstick is horrid. And then the runner-up to that, I'm sorry, Ofra. Imagine one is good and the other is horrible, but the one that they made for Kathleen Lights, the Havana Nights, nope. Sorry, Kathleen, I love you. This color is gorgeous, but the wear on it, oh my God. If you want to peel your lips off, wear this. That is definitely not one that I have tried that I can say is a good one. I love Kathleen Lights. I think she's a fantastic person. Great, great person. I love her videos and I love all her recommendations, but that was just not a good one whatsoever. And I'm going to throw in the other one, which is Jeffree Star. And again, I know I bought these cheaply, and this was really bad. This specific one, and this is in, what are you in? I think you are in, I don't even know, I can't even read it, but it is not, it's just as bad as that Kylie one. The color is about the same. It does exactly the same thing as the Kylie one did. It dries out your lips to God only knows. It just looks like cement on your lips. And I think this one is in, Dominatrix. And no, I like the other one, the Oxford, I think it's the Oxford blood. I know I'm getting it wrong, but that one is pretty decent. This one, however, not at all whatsoever. I would pass on that. Okay, that is it. I know that's a lot of stuff, a lot of makeup, a lot of talking for 2016. I hope you guys got something out of this video. If you have any questions, comments, want to start a conversation about any of this stuff, please do so below. I hope you all have a great new year. Let's hopefully think everything I hope you guys enjoyed your new year, and I'm gonna go. No, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, of course, leave them below. I will see you in my next video. Bye.